right, we're getting some people in here. Thank you to everybody that's signing in already. Can we get some people to tell me where you guys are from? That'd be awesome. All right, we got some people in here now. All right, New York City. All right, what's up, New York? Okay, got New York. We got to have more people than New York representing in here today. All right, we got Minnesota. All right, I know it's cold up there right now. It's got to be crazy. What else we got? Okay, we got another New York City. Okay. The Kings of New York City. I guess New York City running right now. Yeah, we're gonna get a few more people in here, and then we're gonna get started. Chicago. Oh, what's up, BP? That's my friend Brittany, representing the Chi-Town. What's up? Yeah. Also, as we're getting more people in here, Toronto. All right, from the six. What's good? Oh yeah, before we start to, just want to let you know before I go into the presentation and everything to talk about the program, please feel free whenever you have any questions. You have the option of raising your hand. There should be a button where you can raise your hand and then post your question, and then I'll answer your question. So feel free. That's what we're here for today. So any questions that you have regarding to the program, I hope that I'm able to answer them, to my best ability and knowledge as well. Is anybody already in the program? Let's see. All right, we got one that's already in the program. That's good. That's good. We're gonna give it a couple minutes, and then we're gonna get started here. But did anybody also, if you are not in the program, did you get the okay? Yes, Caroline. Okay, NYU. MFit. Somebody's in two programs. That's what's up. That's great. That's awesome. And for people who are not in the program yet, please also take the opportunity to watch the sneak peek video if you haven't already, which gives you, an overview of what to expect and the things that you get to do while being in the Sneaker Essentials program. So just take advantage of that. Right. A minute. Okay. Let's see here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So before I start, I would like to introduce myself. For people who don't know me, my name is Denis Boateng, and I am a recent graduate of the Sneaker Essentials program, which is featuring FIT, but also in collaboration with Complex. So we have instructors from the Fashion Institute of Technology, but also we have experts from Complex some of the personalities that you may be watching or following, on a day-to-day basis who are involved in the sneaker industry. So a bit about myself. I was born in Italy, then moved here to the States, and I've always been passionate about sneakers. I think it was one of those things that I always was able to gravitate to and start conversations, whether I had the same sneakers or not. I used to order a lot of East Bay magazines. If anybody in here remembers East Bay magazines, they were free. Used to come in the mail all the time. So I used to just circle everything that I wanted all the time. I'm like, man, when I get enough money, I'm going to buy these sneakers. So through that, I also became more interested in the stories behind the sneakers, who the designers were. But there were times where I didn't have the resources to find out where this information was. Like, for instance, not knowing who designed the Air Force One, but I'm a huge Air Force One fan, right? So through that, I just kept being curious, but didn't have the knowledge or the references or anyone to talk to that could get me information about a sneaker school program at the time, because it didn't exist, or I didn't know that, I didn't have anyone to help me get an internship at Nike or Reebok or New Balance, so on and so forth. So I went on, the same route, the traditional route of going to school, graduated with my bachelor's, was able to get a good job right out of school. I was working in radio for a little bit, got laid off, and then I started working a job that I hated. While working at this job that I hated, I just realized that I needed to tap into my passion. And my passion was sneakers, right? So I had to figure out a way to, get into this world or this industry instead of just being a collector, right? So I was on Instagram one day and I saw an ad of, sneaker school. And I was like, man, I wonder what this is. So I signed up for it. Of course, before I did my research and just, read up on it, watched the videos. And I said, you know what, this will be a program that will be perfect for me. So I pretty much just, put all my time and my attention into this program, which I'm grateful for. It has afforded me opportunities that I never thought that I would get. And here we are now. I'm holding a webinar where I'm trying to explain to people my experience, and also show some of my work and just kind of show them what it can do for you. But enough about me. I just want to kind of go into the benefits of the program and also what the program offers. So if you don't know already, the Sneaker Essentials program is consisted of 6 courses. All right. So in these 6 courses, you pretty much get to read lessons and read about whatever the course may be focused on. You get the information. You take short quizzes over time. There's assignments involved. And then there's videos involved with instructors. And as you keep going, you learn and you get to interact with the course. You get to interact with other students. There is a Facebook group for students of Sneaker School where you can learn and meet people, collaborate with people eventually down the road, and just build your own sneaker community. So as we dive into it a little bit, I'm just going to name off some of the courses, and then we'll go back and touch in on those. So the first course would be introduction to history and culture. The second one is design. The third one is manufacturing and production. We have distribution and retail, course 4. The 5th course is brand strategy, and marketing. And then the 6th one is focused on media. Also, please, if you guys have any questions at any time, please feel free to send the questions and I'll answer. Someone asked if I'm currently willing to mentor. So the cool thing about this program is that you build a community. So if there's any time that you feel like there's someone that you're like, man, I want to learn from this person, or I like their work, it's always good to reach out. I reached out to people, even instructors or people who are in charge of the Facebook group. You could always contact someone, especially from the Yellowbrick team, that could give you more insight, for you to get more involved in the program, learn more about it. So there's always an opportunity to link up with someone, learn from someone. So let's talk about the first course. So Introduction to History and Culture. So the things that I want to talk about for the first course is that you really get to learn information of when the first sneaker was created, right? The first sneaker that was created that is still actually relevant to this day. You get to learn who the first sneaker influencers were. You get a timeline of when Nike started, Puma, Adidas, the history that correlates and joins Puma and Adidas, New Balance, the history behind the evolution of the sneaker. Like, this is information that you're not going to get anywhere, and also you get to do an assignment about your holy grail. And you also get to do an assignment regarding to your top 9 sneakers. So I'm going to share with you guys what my first assignment looked like. All right, so this was my first assignment right here, where I was able to just kind of introduce, my favorite sneakers. And I was able to just kind of get in and share and also design. These are the skills that you're going to get being in this course. They're going to challenge you to actually be creative. If you're already creative, this should be something that you'll enjoy doing. But also another cool assignment that I got to do was to present my grail, right? So I was able to do my grail, which is the Air Force One that I have a very sentimental value to. And I was able to design this. And you will be able to find different tools to design. Sometimes I used Canva, a little bit of Photoshop, a little bit of Illustrator, and whatever tools or program that you're comfortable with, you can use to actually get your assignment done. All right, so now let's see here. We have another question. Is networking better online or in person? I think they both work. They both work because when you're in this Facebook group that you're allowed in once you sign up for the class, you will be able to find people who may be in the same city, community, vicinity as you, and you guys can work it out together as to whether you would like to, you like to link up, talk about the program, learn. So it's all up to you guys. So there's a big community, but everyone does interact on the Facebook private group as well. All right, so I got another question here. How did you know you were interested in shoes? Okay, so that just kind of goes back to what I was talking about earlier. I knew I was interested in sneakers when I knew that, when I knew what it could connect me to, right? So conversations and the stories behind the sneakers. I'm in love with stories. I love storytelling. I love advertising, marketing, and all of that. So when I saw commercials that involved sneakers, my mind was blown. That's when I knew that this is the industry that I wanted to be involved in. So let's move on really quick to the second course, which is design. I think this is one of the courses that a lot of people really love because you get to learn the language that a footwear designer speaks. So you're able to learn what certain things mean. You're able to learn the anatomy of a sneaker. So you learn all the parts, whether that's the back part or the outsole or the aglets, so on and so forth. There's so many different parts that people don't know the names of that are very intricate. So if you want to be involved in this industry, it is important for you to understand the language, to be able to communicate whether it's with a manufacturing company because you're designing your own shoe, or understanding the process of the shoes. And another assignment in course 2 that you get to do, you get to design your own sneaker. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys, or give you somewhat of a quick glimpse of the sneaker that I was able to design. Let me get it here. So I'm gonna give you a quick glimpse of just one. So this one right here, I was able to design. Of course, it took me time of it. This was probably for me one of the most interactive assignments because I had to do research and also find the inspiration behind it. But another one too that I designed too was, let's see here. Let's see, where is it? It's okay. We can move on. I'll find it later. But so yeah, you get to design your own sneaker. Let's see here. Let's look at some of these questions. Is there any intern programs? All right. So in this program, this is a class that you get to take, and you get to learn. You get to interact. There are opportunities that can come from the sneaker program. Okay. There are opportunities. There are students who came into the program, right, and finished the program out because they applied themselves and also got the certificate, who work in the sneaker industry. I personally know someone who started working at New Balance and they were just taking phone calls. They were at the bottom of the totem pole, but once they showed their job that they had a certificate, they were able to get promoted to a certain position where they actually get to interact and learn about the sneakers. They get to hold the sneaker before it gets to the store. When can you sign up for the class? You can sign up right now if you'd like to, or you can sign up right after this this webinar. The information is in the link. And also, guys, if you have any question, please go to the Yellowbrick link or the website, and you can email Brianne and you can ask them questions about signing up, or you can do it right away. It's open for everyone to sign up. Let's move on to course 3. So course 3 deals with manufacturing and production, right? So this is really cool. This is a really cool course here, because you get to do like 360 tours of different factories, right? You can do different 360 tours of the factories that you may not be able to just be live, stand there physically. So you're able to actually interact with the environment through VR, right? Super duper cool. Not a lot of people get to do that, and you get to do cool stuff like the boutique shops, Sneaker Con, and then there was a factory in Brooklyn, I believe, that you get to do the VR tour for. And then you also get to create a sneaker portfolio. I don't think I have that up yet, but pretty much what you get to do is when you create your favorite 9 sneakers, you also get to use StockX, right? You get to use StockX, you get to watch the value of your sneaker. So this course actually pushes you to interact and actually know about your sneaker. You can't just say one shoe is your favorite sneaker and you don't know the value of it. This course actually pushes you to actually know what you're passionate about and actually interact with these things that you're passionate about, right? So you don't want to go around just saying like, oh, hey, the Air Jordan 11 is my favorite, but you don't know where the value stands today, or, who created it and why. So that's why this, Sneaker Essentials program is so important, and it's like the best thing that I could have ever done, right? Let's see. Somebody asked a question. How much is the program? So you can actually, if you look in the link, all the prices will be available. The price will be available right there. And also you can look into other opportunities that Yellowbrick offers when it comes to paying for the program. So please make sure that you do your research, like look into the links that we provide to you guys. And there's a lot of information there about pricing, scholarship opportunities, and all of that. It's there. So please take advantage of it. Moving on. So we're going to talk about course 4, which is distribution and retail. Oh, actually, sorry. We just talked about that. Oh, no. So course 4, yeah, distribution and retail. And those you also get, 360 tours of the sneaker shop and sneaker con. And course 3, I apologize, you get the 360 tour of the Brooklyn Shoe Factory and Yellowbrick Lab, right? So you get to see all these things that the sneaker community and the sneaker industry talks about or hold weight. The names that hold weight, you get to see what they're about and what they're doing. Also too, so moving on to course 5, brand strategy and marketing. My favorite part, right? So in this program, in this course, you get to do a case study. You get to do a brand attributes assignment, right? So you get to learn so much about what goes into the brands, all right? What does it take for this brand to get in front of my face? Why do I want this shoe, right? You get to learn all about that. And what's cool about it, too, you get to see Jerron Smith, who works with Under Armour. He discusses Steph Curry's endorsements, right? He pretty much breaks it down to you on how those things work and who are behind all these deals. Why do they happen? When do they happen? How they get the shoe in front of you, the events that go around these shoes, and the brands, why brands work the way that they do. You learn about guerrilla marketing, so on and so forth. And also too, you get to pretty much you get to do this assignment where you design your marketing approach, I guess you could call it, right? So who you're selling it to, why are you marketing it that way? So I'm actually going to go ahead and show mine. I'm going to share mine with you guys. So this was mine right here. All right. So, just sharing the demographic of if I had a sneaker shop, right? Who would I market it to? So the gender, the age, location, income, just psychographics. You get to learn what psychographics means for people who don't know what it means. And also telling the story behind the branding and the marketing that you're trying to get out there. And then also you get to focus on the values, right? So mine was storytelling, education, communities, but the main objective being opportunities, right? And you get to, learn and also design your own sneaker boutique, what you would name it. If you were to have your own stand at SneakerCon, what you would call it, how much money you would spend. So all this information that is being given to you is for a reason, right? So this is information that you could actually apply to real life. Like literally, you learn and then you could apply it the next day. So, for people who are sneaker collectors or resellers, you don't want to go in there blind, right? So you could actually learn in the Sneaker Essentials program and not go to SneakerCon blind. You could actually go in there with a plan and execute and actually know, okay, this is how much I'm spending. This is how much I want to use for my marketing. This is the people this is my target market, so on and so forth. Let's see here. We have a question here. I have digital mock-ups of sneakers that I drew and want manufactured. Will this program give me enough knowledge to be able to source sneaker manufacturers and help me get my sneakers made? Yes, it will. It will give you that information of what to expect when you are communicating with manufacturers. And the reason why is because we have instructors in this program who have their own shoes, right? Who have designed their own shoes, who have ran brands, so on and so forth. And also there's um, people who are not instructors, but have the knowledge that give you the knowledge, right? So there's this guy, I forgot his name, I apologize, but he's in the program, he has his own brand, and he tells you what he's gone through and each step that he went through to make his shoe become, you know, like to real life, for him to actually hold it and show you why he designed it the way, what he had to go through, what he communicated, what he wanted, down to the design, down to the material. You get to learn about the materials that you use. I mean, look, anything that you need to get to either be a sneaker designer, to have your own line, to be a sneaker marketer, if you want to work for a brand like Nike, you will get that information here. And then moving on to course 6, which deals with media, you get to focus on the aspects when it comes to the sneaker industry, social media, video, blog breakdowns, and all of that. And then the cool assignments that you get to do when it comes to this one is you get to do an unboxing video. Now, for people who are, all about getting in front of a camera, easy peasy, right? That's what you think. But no, like you also have to think about, okay, I get in front of this camera, I have to have the knowledge to talk about this shoe. I don't want to get in front of a camera and not be able to show all the details of the shoe. You want to get in front of the camera and learn, okay, if I'm doing a sneaker unboxing video, these are the details that I should actually talk about in my video, because this is what the audience wants to learn about, or people who are not yet knowledgeable or sold on buying the shoe yet. You're pretty, you want to give them information that you think made you want to buy the shoe, but also that could also push other people to go buy those shoes. And also you get to learn how to grow, your following when it comes to building a YouTube channel. You get to learn how, social media works, because we all have it, right? We all have social media, but a lot of times we don't know how to market our passions on it. So you get to learn all about that. You get to learn about not just that, but also the journalism that goes behind it when it talks about the blogs. So people who actually have jobs writing about sneakers, right? So you get to learn about a lot of occupations in the industry that you didn't know existed. For myself, I didn't know that a lot of these jobs existed till I got opportunities to do that. I've had the opportunity to write for a Finish Line, right? And this happened while I was in the program and learning to reach out, to talk to people, to look for certain jobs, so on and so forth. I've had, the opportunity to just write, articles about shoes that I wanted for my own blog. You know what I mean? I've learned to also create my own content. Even if it's not for sneaker school, it just pushed me. Another thing too that the program pushed me to do, as I showed you guys some of the designs and stuff, I was pushed to also learn to become a graphic designer. I can say that I'm a graphic designer now. I know how to use Illustrator, right? I know how to use Photoshop. So these are the tools that you will actually pick up from being in Sneaker Essentials and many more. You may learn how to become a great sneaker photographer. You may learn how to be the best, unboxing personality on YouTube or whatever other platform that you may use. So right now, if you guys have any other questions, please feel free to ask. I'm going to share some other assignments with you guys. But if you have any questions, please feel free to go ahead and ask right now, and we can talk about them. but I'm gonna go ahead and share other assignments. Let's see here. This, I showed you that already. Like this is an assignment right here that I had to do that helped me actually design the sneaker, right? So who it was for. So that's one step that you learn, that before you design a sneaker, you have to design a mood board, right? What inspires the colors, who it's for, so on and so forth. So these are all the elements that actually inspired me to design the sneaker that I wanted to design, right? And then another assignment too is, if you had a sneaker shop, what would you call it? What would it look like? So all these assignments actually push you to actually get in touch with reality, right? So you're almost like designing things that, hey, if you want to start a sneaker shop, you're being pushed to actually plan for that, right? You're getting prepared to do that. You're learning the basics and also the intricate parts of getting closer to that sneaker shop that you want. So that's what I did for that. I already showed you guys this. I feel like there's another one that I'm not seeing, but these, these are the assignments that I did. And let's see here. I think I have another one available. Yep, this is another sneaker. Once I got better, this is a sneaker that I designed as well. So just learning and finding different programs and just learning to better design the ankles and the parts of the shoe. I think I did a better job on this than the first one, right? So yeah, so let's see. Anyone else have any questions? So, all right, so if no one else has questions, you guys will get a follow-up email after this. Once we're done with this, please feel free to email Brianne with any question that you may have. Literally, there is no dumb questions, right? So any question that you may have regarding to the program and how it can help you, please make sure that you ask Brianne. So feel free to follow me too on Instagram. It's Denis with one N. So DENIS _ Boateng, BOATENG. Please make sure, to follow me. If you have any questions too, however I can help you or direct you to Yellowbrick, please let me know. And thank you and good night. And also make sure you follow Yellowbrick.sneakers. Yellowbrick.sneakers. Make sure that you interact with the content. We're always dropping dope graphics and also interactive story videos that, we want to get your input on and interaction on as well. So guys, thank you so much for, tuning in tonight. And I hope that you have a good one. And guys, make sure you go sign up. Don't miss out on this opportunity. All right, peace.